Yo, Jada6 here, back with another live stream. Just here to talk about the Panthers' tough loss to the Saints last night, 0-2 in the division, so that's not good. But I feel like we're gonna be all right. I'm not saying that because I'm always trying to, I guess, preach or show positivity, but we started 3-0 with Sam Darnold last year under Matt Rule, and look how that season ended. So I know the team as a whole, has issues. Like the offense looks like it stalls sometimes. Wide receivers seem like they can't get open. I'm not really sure if it's like the wide receivers or just the type of routes or play calling or the route combinations. Um, our cornerbacks and safeties, not biting. You know what I'm saying? Because for what I've seen, the Falcons and Saints defenses, you won't really call them the upper echelon with the Niners, with how the Jets are, but they made some improvements. Like the Saints, knowing them and formerly living in New Orleans, I know Cam Jordan has been a consistent staple. Mario Davis has been a consistent force. So you got those two. Then you got Marshawn Lattimore doing this thing. Alante Taylor looks like he's developing. Paulson Adebo growing as well. Then you got Pete Warner from the linebacker. He looking like a serviceable. I ain't gonna say elite, but definitely serviceable. Knows how to do his role, read his defense and whatnot. But we were in the game. We were in the game. It was like what 3-3, 6-3 for the longest. Bryce, what's his name? Curl Granderson had forced a fumble on Bryce because Bryce didn't see him, and James jumped on the ball. They got the ball back. And I think after we Javon Bell had picked it off, and like caused an interception. So and then it wasn't like it was sweet for the Saints offense because we were in the back their car's grill in the backfield. Majority of the night they just had bigger bigger plays than us. Taysom Hill, phenomenal Swiss Army knife. Chris Olave, this is a fantastic number one receiver for them. Made an amazing catch with I think that was C.J. Henderson draped pretty much all over him, and the focus he had was clutch. Definitely was clutch. They were pinned back. I think within the 20, of our end zone, and their car flicked that ball, and Chris Olave came up with it. So I definitely don't think Henderson was it. He wasn't like say he was in stride with them. He just he just wanted it more. And then Michael Thomas looks like a strong wide receiver too after his injuries, over the years. So then Rashid Shaheed, Rashid, yes, it's like a nice addition. I think Dante Hardy, his name now, went to the Bills. So so instead of find somebody, I think he's on draft. I'm not sure if he's undrafted or he was picked in the later rounds, but to be serviceable, knows how to run routes, find holes, in zone. I know he got Dante Jackson with the nasty double move that moved the sticks when we needed a stop. So yeah, so definitely played a competent team. Uh, and then their run game really killed us. I think the offense stalling so much and the defense being out there killed or made our big boys in the middle tired. You know what I'm saying? Because to be like 330, 300 plus pounds and consistently having to be out there and not really getting like kind of proper rest. Especially if you're not like elite, like you're not like Rita Vea, you're not like Dominic Sue or Aaron Donald or Chris Jones, you're gonna get tired. It's gonna show, and it shows. You know, after Jamal Williams left for injury, I want to say last name Jones. He and pretty much Jones and Hill, no pun intended, carried the load, and they were able to run clock. And yeah, but we did get a couple stops of just if the run game going, if you keep on chipping away, eventually defensive line is going to break. Especially you consistently trotting out there, trying to get a stop, and then the offense is not really helping. Not taking time, not putting points on the board. Plus, I think it was also a morale thing too. The defense is seeing the offense not really score. The efforts are not being praised. It's a morale buster for real. Like several times we got into the red zone. I think we got that multiple field goals, but people want to see touchdowns, and not just the fans. The guys on the sidelines. Everybody wants to see touchdowns. Now field goals are great. Trust me. I'll take see any situation if I can. I'll take 3 points. But people want to see 6, potentially 7. I mean, even extra point these days, and that's not guaranteed. But all in all, I think Bryce, second game of his actual NFL not preseason, but regular season. A couple more. I ain't gonna say mistakes, but yeah, mistakes. But I don't even think it's like I think it's just sometimes he just looks kind of like uncomfortable, scared. O line did all right, not great, but he had time. Some plays, some downs, he had time to find people open, and then I know this is not Bama or whatever. Where you can extend plays for as long as you want because not really play against upper echelon guys all the time, but in the NFL, like the second or third string, can make a play, and I say that because Shaq Thompson went down with an ankle injury, and Ruger Hill, stepped up and performed. I saw no drop off, outside the runs up the middle that kept happening, but Ruger Hill, played great. So if you're on that roster, man, you can make a play. But thankfully, I don't think Bryce didn't have an interception this game, but he did have 2 fumbles. I want to say 2 fumbles. One was called back because of a penalty on the Saints. But yeah, we scored late with Thielen. Yeah, he depended on Thielen, Adam Thielen a lot. So and he might feel more comfortable with Thielen. Thielen might be the only one get open along with Hurst. Even Hurst wasn't really featured that much, but yeah, he was in the first game. So I don't know. I know with a young offense, we still trying to find that guy. Even I've said it multiple times. I believe that TMJ Mingo can be those guys. It just for some reason like the play calling is just not. It doesn't feature them all the time, and that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. If DJ Chark cannot take a mismatch, if Adam Thielen has a corner that the coaching staff and Bryce has been seeing getting beat, why not go after it? Even the Bengals having Chase. We all know what Chase can do. Higgins, gotta get the ball. In certain matchups, Boyd gets the ball. Certain matchups, every now and then, Mixon and gets a catch. A check down or a wheel route out the backfield. Irv Smith might run like an inseam or a shallow cross. Get open. So I still think bearing injury or unfortunate circumstance that TMJ and Mingo can be those guys, can lead into the into the future for us as we build this wide receiver core. Pretty much from the ground up. Because Adam Thielen only got it's only signed for this year and 2 more years. So DJ Chark's on a 1 year. Chanel, I want to say he's not going to get an extinction, but who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Chanel wasn't really used this game really. So I don't really. I think he was on the field, but he just didn't get touches. So and there's like a couple times to where like we could have like ran something just to throw the defense off, like not depending on Miles Sanders, Super Hubbard, because the run game had difficulty getting off. So, like I said, I'm not NFL, no head coach, just an ordinary fan, just speculating. And I know after the game, there was multiple comments about Frank Reich should give the play call to Thomas Brown. And for me, I agree. Not because like Thomas Brown is black, but the first two games is kind of like uninspiring. He kind of losing. I'm not sure if he's losing the locker room. Obviously, I'm not in there, but the fan base is getting like kind of the feathers or the panther fur like ruffled. So, but who knows? Like I said, like you saw like Eric Bieniemy calling offensive plays for Andy Reid. Andy Reid would give the final say so or whatever, and then you know what? 2 Super Bowls later, everybody happy. Pat Mahomes, two-time Super Bowl champion. Andy Reid won his first two. Eric Bieniemy, he should be a head coach already, but he's on his way, well on his way. He looks and that Commanders offense looking not great, but it's moving. Like the ball's rarely sticking. You got a service a quarterback and Sam Howell, moving the ball. Receivers that can get open, and the scary Terry, Dotson, Kirko. The tight end every now and then, Logan Thomas. Hope he's all right because he exited the game due to a vicious hit he received. So, well, who knows? Maybe Thomas Brown will get that shot, down the stretch. I just hope it happens when season is not out of hand. For me, I'm not really expecting anything much out the season. It's a learning curve. I knew the season was going to be rough, and I was saying, but I now think we're going to be all right. I don't think it's going to be how when Matt Rule was here. Just fans are tired of losing, and losing sucks in every aspect. It kind of affects your morale at work, morale at home. Just going to the grocery store just to pick up something real quick. Your team like losing. It's not a good feeling. It's not. It's not. And I've been around a lot of people that be saying some outlandish stuff. And they call themselves Panthers fans, but I ain't sure. But to each his own. Sneaky stream. Yeah, man, I got some time. I just got out of class. Picked up my oldest. Decided like, what, might as well stream. I know everybody time zone different, so I know it's like what 2:21 over there. So people should be maybe getting off. If they don't, who cares? Because short stream. But I appreciate man stopping by. But yeah, what was that? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. People gonna be mad. Throw their hands up and say like, "Oh man, what was? Here we go again." Because we finished last season, if I'm not mistaken, 7-10. And we had opportunities to finish, above. 500, but we didn't win those key matchups, and that's where it led to the drastic trade of trading DJ Moore, or trading. First of all, trading CMC in the middle of the season to get those picks, extra picks. Um, they were traded to get Sam Darnold. They would trade DJ Moore because we needed the first round pick. Because the front office didn't want to sit on their hands, and maybe um, Anthony Richardson or CJ Stroud would have fell to them, but they were aggressive and got Bryce, and here we are. You know, and it's gonna be growing pains. I know people are tired of hearing that too. Oh, it's gonna be growing pains. Oh, we just the rookie. Give him some time. People want it. It's the grits. It's an oatmeal. You know, people don't want to cut cut the wheat down. Cut the grains down. People want microwave grits. It's just not gonna happen. I know Carolina sports, franchise in general just seem cursed, but there's been some moments where we got it right. Over history, still the Peppers, even though that was a no-brainer. Steve Smith, Jake Delhomme, sorry, was serviceable. And then there's times where we missed horribly, like not picking Devontae Adams over Kevin Benjamin. That sucked. Not re-signing James Bradbury. Letting Josh Norman walk. Letting Steve Smith walk, even though I think him and Cam could have coexisted. Because you have multiple athletes on championship winning teams that do fine. So yeah, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time. Bryce, learning on the road, just like the other greats before. Peyton Manning, his rookie season wasn't all that great. Trevor Lawrence, rookie season wasn't all that great. Cam's rookie season, even though he had no spectacular games, individual stats, but overall, team still wasn't up to par. And then we drafted, Kuechly, one of the best picks in Carolina history in 2012. So then now we had our Superman on offense and defense. And not to say like that's going to happen, again, because we got Bryce, and I feel confident, in him that he's going to lead us to the future, to the promised land. I still believe that Panthers will be contending for a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. I do believe that. People don't see the vision, long term, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. We'll be contending for a Super Bowl in the next 4 years. We just gotta get some more pieces. And that make some more correct moves, some more correct trades. Like I'm hoping to see T. Higgins on the Panthers because we could use somebody of his services. A 6'4" wide receiver that can not only out jump but has the speed. Can run routes. Has a full route tree. And Bingo said they don't want to pay him, which because they feel Joe Burrow and Chase are in their long-term plans, and who can blame them? Burrow and Chase been at this for a minute now, so why not keep that chemistry going? And unfortunately, we don't have our first round pick this year, next year, so we got to figure that out too. Like, do we want to pull what the Atlanta Falcons did like about a decade back to when they traded up for Julio Jones. And look how that turned out. Definitely a generational talent. Like Julio Jones in his prime was just disgusting. Still remember that 300-yard game he had against us, and then pretty much people were getting released. Everybody majority of people got fired after that. Like 300-yard game, Yeah, somebody, and not playing, not coaching right, yada yada. And I feel like we could do something like that with depending on how Marvin Harrison looks because he's looking like de facto. Doesn't matter. People, all the wide receivers step up the game. De facto, number one. Like regard, like man down. Like he had a slow start, week one, but he quickly erased all doubt and said like, "Hey man, I'm in." And he definitely is. He definitely is. And this is with a different quarterback. He doesn't have C.J. Stroud throwing on the ball anymore. It's a hang on. Quarterback, I ain't gonna say it like this, a tier below C.J. Stroud, but he's not C.J. Stroud. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's, I guess, a decent quarterback in his own right, or else he wouldn't be starting. But, he still put up, a $150, some touchdowns. No, I don't think he had a touchdown week two. I think the other one, Ugba, Ibeka, Ugba. I don't know. The other wide receiver that's about to be a first rounder as well. So the 24 draft class is deep though, but you still got your tiers like your franchise wide receivers, your ones that are good that could work to be great, in the right system, and then you got your he's going to be a good wide receiver two, wide receiver three, potentially it could be a one as he develops, but yeah. Well, just gonna have to wait and see. Wait and see. Hopefully Mingo, develops. Now he's just gonna have to buck up, take the criticism, work on his craft. Yeah, and I do see it. He does have it in. I mean, he had made a play last night to where he could have he caught it finally after because he did drop one that he did drop a blatant one, but that's fine. Nobody. Most wide receivers are not Larry Fitzgerald, so it is what it is. But he did finally catch one. He could have turned the field and scored and kind of saved us, I guess, more time. But he ran out of bounds. So I can see either way from a player's perspective why he ran out of bounds. I guess to preserve clock, or I know fans. Some fans were saying like, "Oh, he was afraid to get hit," or "Oh, that was a bonehead play." I'm like, so I can see it both ways. I can see it both ways. Um, yeah, I do believe Mingo after the season he's gonna put the work in. Cause like I said, Steve Smith is in his corner, Musa Muhammad is in his corner. So in my opinion, he has no choice but to be great because he has the intangibles. I'm not saying he's gonna be AJ Brown esque, but he does have the measurements. He does have the speed. Just got to work on the right running and the concentration of the hands. No, we can't see it both ways. Well, maybe you can't, but no, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not out there, performing. So we're not out there with the stresses of trying to make plays. So we're just sitting on our respective couches, yelling at the TV. So that's where I'm coming from. Or maybe he thinking like, "Ah, man, I got to balance to preserve more time." And maybe with more experience, maybe he does score. Or maybe he does learn to turn off field, or like take the hit. If there's like a cornerback or a safety coming, take the hit, kind of bounce off, and then fight for extra yardage. But but then again, that would have took more time off if he got stopped, or be short of the goal line. So yeah, that's where I'm coming from. But yeah, but would like to say like happy birthday, to Frankie Louvu. I highly doubt you're gonna watch my channel, but it'll be great someday. But yeah, happy birthday, Freaky Lupo kind of played excellent. I think he had 2 sacks. Like, hold up, let's see if I can look up this stats. I want to say yeah, I want to say those are 2 sacks. And he's another guy that we got to reconsider giving resigning him to more money. Because I think his deal expires, so we did extend him, but his deal expires at the end of the season as well. So we got that's another thing on our plate as we're in contract negotiations with Burns. With the DB's contract, is up, and he's been playing well. You know, see the Frankie Louisville stats. Let's see here. What did he have last night? He had 4 solo tackles, assisting on 5, 2 sacks. Yeah, I was right. He did have 2 sacks. You know. So yeah, on the season he had 9 tackles and 2 sacks. So yeah, he definitely showed up. Burns was, I'm not gonna say held in check. Their game plan for him more. He was getting back there though. It's not like they were stonewalling him all game, but he was getting back there. And I think he did help create one of Louisville sacks because he had took it. He took a defender like high, and Frank Louisville kind of won his one on one and got to Derek Carr. So definitely, he definitely helped Louisville, even though we don't see it on his stat sheet. And also shout out to I think Houston guys, James, not James, Justin Houston, got a sack too, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, sorry, I'm looking up stats, make sure. And then I saw YGM get some play time. It helps. In the run game, on the edge, not in the interior. We got to get to the interior. We got to fix that. So, 2, 3, 3.5, 4. We got 4 total sacks. Okay, not great, not bad either. Yeah, YGM was credited with half a sack. Yep, Houston was credited half a sack. Okay, so yeah, he did help Houston with one there. Let's see. Mirabon don't got in there, not a whole lot, but made tackle. Burns did not make a tackle, but I know from the eye test, he did help get back there. Von Bell got the interception, and thanks to the pressure up front, like our edge rushers and outside linebackers, we were getting pressure. We were hitting Carr. We were forcing him to speed up his thinking and make a rash decision. So, like I said, when it comes down to it, like I said, that just made bigger plays. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not really as I'm not really as mad at this game as majority would be because I seen growth. Like Bryce is the only one that's growing. Like it's not the only one on this team that has to grow. You know. Jeremy Chin, Jeremy Chin had a crucial stop. Him and Burns had collided with Taysom Hill. They made a great stop. I think forced the Saints to kick a field goal. So yeah, Chin's getting back to his roots and stuff. So hey, Kay, what is this? Good. Thank you for stopping by. For those y'all know Kay, lovely friend of mine, as who does her shows mostly on Twitch. So please go follow her over there. plays house flipper into that. They'll probably should be playing our Cartwriter mostly. But she's a good person to have in your corner. Definitely a great supporter, a fantastic supporter. I didn't know you was up. Yeah, man, just doing this real quick before I gotta go pick up my son. I guess 5 more minutes. Yeah, beat traffic, beat other parents and stuff. Oh, no problem. Sorry. I'm like, no, you good, man. Like I said, I got a habit of not posting my stuff when I'm live, because when I got like a window, like I just go like just get the content out, before my time's up, because yeah, I'm operating in the window. Yeah. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you, you and Big Reg for stopping by and me rambling on about how I feel about Panthers loss. What could, you know, how I feel, what we could do better. You what this means. Like I said, it's not impending doom. Like, why not? We face the Seahawks on Sunday, so we gotta, you know, pick our heads up, get right back to it. Look at, they gotta look at the film or whatever. And play Seattle, with Geno Smith, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf. I want to say JSN is healthy. I want to say he's healthy. So we got to look out for that. And they're tight, and they're multiple tight ends. But and they're I think that both their left and right tackles might be back. So they are definitely serviceable. If you got something to watch out for, and they're going to game plan against Derek Brown and Brian Burns as well. So Louvu might have another, great game if he wins his one on ones. Barno might surprise, YGM might surprise. So who knows? And Panthers might get our first win, because even when people counted us out last time, we faced the Seahawks. But J.C. Horn was healthy. J.C. Horn is out. Shaq and Thompson is out for a significant amount of time. But I feel like we can still next man up mentality. Well, I'm going to I'm sorry. I'm going to a football game in November. Been a long time since I've been to one. Oh, for real? Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. I think for me, the closest I can really go to like an NFL one has been like it's in Houston, and that's about 3 hours away. Not bad, but still a good man's away. Like, wasn't how it used to be when I was growing up, when the Bank of America Stadium was like 20 minutes away from the house. Or when I lived in New Orleans again, good little 20, 25 minutes away from the house. But that's great though, for real. Football games are definitely a different type of energy. Going just live sports games in general. Just going to like a soccer game, basketball game, anything in general. Man, that energy, man. That like to see so many people like want the franchise to win, and they'll do everything like make noise, stomp their feet, wave around the air, like the little those plastic things, the air horns, wave around their towels or t-shirts, whatever. It's awesome. It's the Saints versus Colts game. Okay, that should be nice. Definitely. Yeah, like I said, we just lost to the Saints. You know, they got a decent squad. Colts. My guy, Anthony Richardson. Hopefully he's healthy for that one. He's in a concussion protocol now. Um, it should be a good game. It should be a good game. Both defenses are bend don't break. Both got key pieces at the linebacker and the defensive line positions, like Cameron Jordan or versus DeForest Buckner. You got Demar Davis, versus Shaquille Leonard. You know, so really, yeah, that game will be interesting. Yeah, I'm glad you're going. I'm glad, definitely. Yeah, hopefully, as my kids get older, as I get older, I can go to more, Spurs. Maybe catch a Texan, drive all the way up to Dallas. Catch a game out there. Uh, let me see if I'm still frozen. Yeah, yep. All right, cool. Don't worry. Show goes on. Show goes on. How much time I got? All right. But yeah, man, Panthers are gonna be all right. Bryce, if you ever watch my channel for some odd reason, Bryce, you're gonna be all right. Just keep your head up. It's gonna be a long season. You got some adversity, to overcome because yeah, some people are losing faith or are not on your side already. Some are extremely blaming your height now. You know, but yeah, you're gonna be fine, man. You come from a great background. You done so much already in your life. I mean, I know you're gonna overcome this and put the work in to be great. Despite your height, because there's been others who have been your size, if not like an inch or two taller, who definitely figured it out and made it happen. You know, so it's not like it can't be done, just a matter of when. And I know you will. And yeah, also Mingo, you're gonna be all right as well. Again, you're in good hands. It looks like you got a good head on your shoulders. No, Icky, I know it looks like you're struggling, but they can be all right. No, what happens, I know that relationship between quarterbacks helps because the y'all got intangibles to you know, work on. Because you don't block for Sam Darnold, you don't block for PJ. You block for a lot of quarterbacks, and all those guys have different intangibles that you have to look out for. You know what I'm saying? Just not just like matter of blocking, just like, hey, do I know if my quarterback's a scrambler or is it just no? Is he going to stay in the pocket and move up type of guy? You know, I know that plays a factor. It's an O line issue. Like like I said, the O line didn't play as they should have, but they did give Bryce some clean pockets and like plays were just wasn't executed, as well. Uh, Excuse me for a minute. I had to plug in my charger real quick. But yeah, O line could have played better. Definitely could have played better. But yeah, we're gonna get better. Like I said, I think this is the first time that Savala and Nikki are playing alongside each other in the pros. So in college, we know they were a force, but pros got to step the game up a little bit. And I know they're as former teammates, well, not former teammates, but as well, they know each other for a while now. They're gonna figure it out. Uh, I didn't get a good chance to look at how our center did. I'm not sure if was he getting pushed back or not, but I feel like he did fine. Cade Mays, had like a penalty that could have cost us. Cause I think we were about to go for it, but it was like a false start. But again, him being started thrust into the starting role. No, that's I guess new for him, so that's gonna take some time. Like, hey man, certain stuff, you gotta be, everybody got to be on the same page. And I think it's gonna be he's gonna learn on the ropes. Like I think this is gonna better him as a player, and that's gonna better our depth in the long run. And because thankfully we have been picking drafting old linemen, and for situations like this, because Brady Christensen he's out with a torn pectoral muscle. So again, thank God we selected Savala in the 5th round this year. Cade Mays we selected No, what the 21, no 22 draft, I believe. Yeah. So thankfully, yeah, we're starting to build that depth, and I think just more reps and games experience is gonna help everybody. And then once O line gels or just version of the O line gels, that's gonna help Bryce confidence grow. Like, hey, man, I got like maybe another second, to hold the ball to give whoever time to get open, or or oh, I see this lane clear as day, green grass, or let me run through this hole, run behind this specific blocker, and pick up first down or get a touchdown and have my team win. So a whole lot of intangibles, man. A whole lot. Like I say, it ain't pretty right now because we're not winning, but again, man, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. And some people might call me ridiculous, senile, for believing so. And I really don't care. It's how I feel, and um, I rather stand on my morals than follow another man. Like I'm never gonna do that. Like if I believe, no, no. If I like I said, if I believe TMJ, Jonathan Mingo are gonna be, no, our top, within our receiving core, then I'm stand by it. And even if you do trade for somebody like T Higgins or draft somebody, another one in the draft, this upcoming draft, because this 24 draft is deep. So we might that might be that might be a smart idea to do so in like the third or fourth round. Get the cornerback in a second. Or whatever. Or no, I know how Fitter would do. Get our second, either trade down for more, like another or two more second rounds, or another second, or pick up another third, and then just try to build that way. But who knows? Like I said, we're gonna be all right, man. Like Bryce is gonna eventually find who he is, you know, and maybe start barking more. I know right now he's learning on the road, on the job training. He doesn't want to upset anybody, especially the fans. Don't want to say the wrong thing to his teammates, because that saying the quarterback saying the wrong thing in the locker room, and that can create two sides. So yeah, Bryce is definitely gonna find his voice, his playing style, his brashness. Eventually though. So I ain't, so I'm not worried about that. And just like how Christian Watson did last season, start off slow, and then around week 6. Like how Chris Watson did last season, he started off slow, then around week 6 or 7, just started turning it up. I think Mingo's gonna have like a breakout game and just never look back. But definitely, we're in some pressure right situations right now, and it's going to create diamonds. I don't think nobody is a pipe on this team. There's pressure burst pipes, but I think it's going to create diamonds for us. And and for me, I've been critical on CJ Henderson in the past, but he looks stepping up, trying at least. And I can't really say much else because he's been on the field more than JC Horn, so at least he's available. Dante Jackson, working back from injury, so I'm not even sure if he's 100%. And just because you're cleared to play doesn't mean That doesn't mean like you're 100% set back. So but you gotta determine that as a player. Yeah. No, that's all I had. That's all I wanted to say. Again, tough loss to the Saints. Kudos to them. You know, I know. I guess next time around, we'll have our somewhat of identity and give the world another defensive or exciting game because the game was close. We were going back and forth until they started to pull away in the later third, early fourth quarter, and we just go scored late. But again, Taysom Hill picked up that first down, and that kind of signaled game over. But Panthers, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all figure it out. Y'all grown men getting paid millions, so y'all gonna figure it out. I know for some of y'all, like pride or whatever is gonna kick in, or the that epiphany or aha moment. It's gonna come on, man. Because like nobody likes to lose forever. Like seriously, nobody loves to keep on losing. And I know y'all finding out there giving your all because y'all not pulling a Chase Claypool where he had to apologize to the team for his lack of play. I'm like, my man, like you're an NFL wide receiver, like you have the size, the speed, and you could be great. Like I'm not sure if that's a mental problem on his end, but I don't think we have those type of players on our team. I think everybody's going hard and just not working in our favor, but it will. It definitely will. I thoroughly believe that. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get off. Thank you, everybody for stopping by. Reg K, thank you. Glad I could go live, for a couple minutes. Just share my thoughts. All right, and until next time, I'll be jolly you. Love y'all. Peace.